Halong Bay, in the northeastern part of Vietnam, is a 4-hour drive, or 200 kilometers, from Hanoi. This Samsung factory, seen along our route, is one of the biggest in the world and employs more than 40,000 Vietnamese people. We stopped halfway at this handicraft and lacquer workshop. Many disabled people are employed here. Huge marble sculptures fill the yard. You can buy these big beauties and get it shipped back home at reasonable rates. There were also many pottery products to be seen along the road. Just before entering Halong Bay, we visited Halong Pearl Workshop, where they breed cultured pearls. Cultured pearls are human creations, formed by inserting a tissue graft from a donor oyster. The oyster is gently pried open and mounted in a stand to be operated on. A small incision is made, and the nucleus is inserted along with a small piece of mantle gland. The oyster is then placed back in the water and allowed over several years to coat the nucleus with nacre, thus forming a pearl. In the neighboring showroom, there is a wide range of pearl jewelry, accessories, and souvenirs. After checking in at the harbour reception, we boarded a ferry that took us to our boat. Tourists flock to Halong Bay to sail past the evocatively shaped islets and dramatic caves on chartered private boats. Our tour was on the Starlight Cruise, a luxury cruiser. The cabins are large, well furnished, with excellent facilities. With a great view and even with a jacuzzi. It was lunchtime when we arrived. We sat down for our first of a few sumptuous meals aboard. We left the harbour area and soon sailed between the islands. An open deck allowed us to relax, enjoy the scenery around us, and take 1,000 photos. This World Heritage Site is a natural spectacle. In Halong Bay, there are nearly 2,000 small islands that tower above the calm waters of the bay, spread over an area of 1,500 square kilometers. Scientists explain that the islands were created by selective erosion over millions of years. The result is a labyrinthine seascape of bizarrely shaped outcrops, isolated caves, and sandy coves. Later in the afternoon, we took a short tour to visit a floating fishing village in the bay on these rowing boats. Back on our boat, it was time for dinner. The distant images of the other boats were soon just a dream. The next morning, we visited a cave on one of the islands.
One of 7 different fishing villages in Halong Bay. Because now in total we got 7, and we used to get about 1,800 fish.
Unfortunately, many of the other luxury boats did the same, and there were just too many tourists at the same time to really explore the island and cave. Back on the boat, it was time to fasten the belts and return to Halong Bay Harbour. We used the upper deck to absorb the last bit of our surroundings before disembarking.